Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome to the start of our Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 3 Tatarigoroshi Let's Play. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. The titles of the chapters are getting very long every single time, and yeah, it's getting kind of hard to pronounce it every time as well. So for this chapter, I think it's going to be more focused on Satoko as she's in the thumbnail, I suppose. So for the first chapter, it was Rena, right? And then Mion in the second one, Mion Shion. And then for this one, Satoko. So I'm really looking forward to this one because Satoko is, what do you call this? She was not really that much involved. I mean, story wise, I mean, like, of course, she was there in the games, the slice of life stuff, right? But more story into her character, not that much yet, right? And she has a lot of mystery to her, like her brother Satoshi, right? Her parents and stuff like that. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in this chapter. Yeah, of course, it's gonna add more questions again, and I can't wait to see that. So yes, before we start, I just want to say, if you're here checking this out, check out my chapter 2 and chapter 1 and chapter 2 let's plays. I just want to say thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. And hopefully you join me in my journey for the third time to Hinamizawa. So let's go. Let's start it. Tatarigoroshi. Okay. The shortest scenario? Why is this gonna be very short? First killing chapter. So what was the other one? Cotton drifting. I forgot the first one though. But yeah, man, curse, or coincidence? How are the conjectures inside you solidifying? I look forward to whether those conjectures will waver or become a cornerstone in the scenario. The difficulty is the worst. You'll probably not be even able to make any conjectures. So we'll see. Like in chapter 2, it said it was much easier, right? Than chapter 1. So far, this is gonna be the hardest one. Let's see. Because in chapter 2, I said that it was Shion doing all of it, right? Chapter 1, Keiichi was going insane, hallucinating most of the stuff, right? So in this chapter, we will see. So let's begin. The snake in the well was happy, for it did not care what was outside the well. The snake in the well was happy, for it had not to do what happened outside the well, and you were happy too, for you did not know what happened outside the well. Burnt Castle again. Who's this Burnt Castle, man? This is a work of fiction. Okay, 1983 again. We always start here, so I guess we're gonna have half of the chapter slice of life again, just like the first two. It was a very humid day. Not even a slight breeze was blowing. It had been an unpleasant summer, one that wasn't only hot, but sweltering so. There were various articles of clothing hung out to dry in the messy apartment windows, but the lack of wind evoked an impression far removed from the coolness. In fact, it only felt more oppressive. There were crooked houses and apartment buildings lining the narrow, twisting road. In addition, there were planters and flower pots whose contents were beginning to wilt, as well as bicycles and motorcycles on the side of the road, making it even more cramped, more oppressive, and all more sweltering. Nobody who was in this place at this time was visiting it voluntarily. But in spite of what everyone might expect, a single motorcycle came rolling in. Ooh, we have never been to this place. Yeah, it's a new place. A lone motorcycle which couldn't be called neat, even as flattery, pulled up to a two-story apartment complex and stopped there. A man, fairly old and wrinkled, stepped off. When the housewife hanging up the laundry noticed him, she called out,
ほんれ、こんにちは。今日も暑いこって。
ちゃあ暑いね。こんな暑いとうだっちまってかなわねえよ。
そうそう、大家さん。すったら言わんと思ってた。
ああ、悪い悪い。蛍光灯だったっけ？忘れちったよ。
違んねん。ほら、気にならん。嫌な匂いがしとんねん。今朝からずっとでかなんわ。
Ooh, terrible smell. I wonder what that is.
あれ、なんよこれ。くっさいね。また裏のドブ川が詰まったんかね。
大家さん、なんとかしてんよ。朝からこれじゃ鼻がひん曲がってまうね。
えへへ。そしたら今の美人がもっと美人になっちゃうじゃないのよ。
There was an unhygienic drainage channel running behind the apartment. The lattice from which it flowed was stuffed with branches and fallen leaves, and when filth got caught up in them, it created an awful stench in the
こ
summertime.
れ、お役所になんとか言ってんな。こんなドブ川埋めてしまいね、ほんと。
しゃあ、すっかり詰まってるね。こんな棒でちょっとつつけば流れるでよ。
The man crossed the fence over the drainage channel and picked up a filthy drying pole sitting nearby. He must have planned to stick it into the drain and clear it out.
ああ、大家さんやめてな。変にかきまぜんと、吸ったらもう、すんごい匂いになるね。
つまれば臭い、かき混ぜれば臭い。どっちにすりゃええんよ。
He shoved the drying pole into the filth in the lattice. Of course, it did nothing to help the accumulation of waste.
猫の死骸やん。
Ooh, it's a dead cat. That's why it was smelling.
こんなの保健所の仕事やね。
犬猫は死ぬと匂いがすんごいのや。竹竿じゃどうにもならんな。ゴミ袋に古着に、まあいろいろ捨ててあるね。あんのアヒル、おまるでねえの？
Wait, there was a duck inside as well?
こりゃ臭いわけや。しょうがないね、まったく。
The drainage channel was already unsanitary. What was a little more garbage at this point? The stream of such imprudent people was never ending, and now this channel had turned into a garbage dump. When he poked the pile of old clothes floating the sewage, a black cloud of smoke floated out in the water. The two of them grimaced at the terribly bizarre and repulsive sight.
うじが湧いとるね。
Maggots!
生ゴミでも放り込んだんかいな。
大家さん、なんねあれ。
なんよ、こんないの捨てたんわ。
大家さん、それ。
Dude, what is that sound? What? This is new music though, yeah. Forensic investigator. Well, we have a body already? It just started? The game just started. We have a body?
お疲れ様です。
ひでえ匂いだな。はい。ブルーシー上までちゃんと囲っとけよ。民家の2階から丸見えだぞ。
仏の身元は不明。性別女。
It's a female.
年齢は推定20代後半から30代後半。死後2、3日ってところです。おそらく死後に遺棄したんでしょう。
すっぱだかか。身元割れるの難航しそうだな。
生活課に行方不明者出てないか当たっとけ。
Okay, give me a second. Let me check the... Yeah, we were using this one, this audio here, okay? This is what we're using. Okay. I've used this audio since, what do you call this? To first chapter and second chapter, so, yeah.
重りをつけて沈められてたんでし
This
ょ
is probably just new music, right?
それがほどけて浮かんできたんでしょう。しかしなんだってこんなドブ川に。高速道路下とか山奥とかもっとマシな場所があったでしょうに。
そうすりゃうちの管轄でなくて済んだのにってか。死体隠す気なんか花からねえんだよ、この手の。
見つかることを前提にした何かへ見せしめってことですかね。
この腹が裂けてるの魚に食い破られたってわけじゃねえだろ。
She was, what do you call that?
腹裂いて中身引きずり出してるよな。
She was Watanagashi.
相当派手にいじめ殺してんだこれ。中国マフィアとかの伝統的な制裁にこういうのあるんじゃねえの。四課のシゲさんに丸棒でトラブルないか当たっとけ。
わかりました。
しかしひでえ仏さんだね。ほら内臓の覗いてるここの感じ、京屋のサラダそばに似てねえか。
Dude, what are you saying? Salad soba. Oh my god.
ほら箸でつついたら麺が出てきそうだぞ。ほれ
勘弁してくださいよ。
超引きずり出されて耳鼻そぎ落とされて、こういう死に方はしたくねえよな。指がむごいよな。両手両指に五寸釘がびっしり打たれてる。どういう拷問だよこれ。
Higurashi when they cry. What was the weird music there, man? It did not, like, what do you call that? Fit with the scene, I guess. What was that? But let's see. If the same music is playing on the other scenes, and then maybe that's just a new one. Okay. See, we're back to our music, right? The most relaxing time during the school day, lunch for sure. Everyone brought their desks side by side like always, and we all ate together. We are back to normal again for a couple of episodes.
ミオさんのお弁当が今日はなかなか見事でございましたよ。品数がいっぱいで豪華豪華なのです。
Satoko and Rika-chan looked at Mion's lunch, shouting gladly. Let's have a look. Whoa.
夕べの残りをちょっと詰めてきただけだよ。うちで昨日村長たちが酒盛りしててさ、それで残り物をちょいと取っておいたってわけ。それでお酒のおつまみみたいなおかずが多いんだね。
残り物、つまりは残飯とはいえ、これだけ綺麗に弁当箱に収められてるとなかなかの迫力があるな。高級料亭の懐石弁当みたいだ。
人の印象のほとんどがファーストインプレッションで決まるようにさ、やっぱりお弁当の味も蓋を開けた時の綺麗さに比例するんじゃないかなって。ミオンさんってガサツそうな性格に見えて、結構こういう盛り付けのセンスがいいんですのよね。お部屋もいつも綺麗に片付いてるし、みーちゃんはみんなが思ってるよりずっと几帳面で丁寧な人なんだよ。
It's all the same once it's in your stomach. I'd have thought Mion would say something like that, but to think she had this kind of taste? You can judge a book by its cover. Mion was careful in everything she did. She never misstepped, faltered, or messed up. I see she is our club president after all.
レナのお弁当も見劣らないのです。カニかまぼこのお花がとても綺麗なのですよ。
I mean, Rena makes the best food in their group. Yes.
レナの弁当ってなんていうか、いつも芸が凝ってるよな。リンゴのうさぎさんとか人参の花びらとかさ。
Rena's bento wasn't all about taste. It was like Like she always puts her heart into it or something? It wasn't just good, it made your insides all nice and warm.
ありがとう。兄ちゃんにはちょっと及ばないけど、可愛いかなって。料理は技術じゃなくて愛情でしょ。その意味でだったら、私なんか足元にも及ばないって。
Love. Yeah. Just from looking at her bento, I could definitely feel that Rena put her heart and soul into making it. That's what her bento was like.
お弁当ってのは味だけでなく、見た目も大事ってことですわね。私たちも見習わないといけませんわね。
おお。で、その見習わなくちゃならない聡子たちの弁当はどうだ？お。
じゃーん。昨日ご近所さんにお裾分けのお肉をもらったので、今日は焼肉弁当なんですってよ。
Yakiniku bento. That's good. These ones too, they had such an impact. They were bursting at the seams with grilled meat. At a glance, it was too impactful for a girl's bento, but when you thought about eating with all your friends, it brought more than enough color to the table.
へえ、粗雑な体育会系弁当と見せかけて、おかずの品数も結構あるみたいじゃない。ほうれん草のおひたしとか、ひじきの煮物とか。リカちゃんはこういう気取らない家庭料理がとても上手なんだよね。リカちゃんは将来立派なお嫁さんになれると思うよ。未来の旦那様をわしづかみなのです。
A husband for Rika-chan, huh? At first, it sounded appealing. It did, but I felt like a married life with her would be anything but normal. But really, everyone was amazing. They were all so young, and yet they're capable of cooking for themselves. I would sort of cook whenever I went camping with my family, but making lunch every day was a level I definitely couldn't reach. I mean, Keiichi's cooking is just heating up water, right? Hot water. I could only really cook in my spare time. When I thought about it like that, it really made everyone stand out more. Frankly, I respected him. I feel like maybe this doesn't apply or only apply to other people. Come to think of it, this morning when I was eating breakfast half asleep, I think my mom was saying something really important.
Oh.
With a hysteric groan, I suddenly stood up, startling everyone at once.
どうしたのかな急に大声を出すからむせてしまいましたですわ。さとこのお鼻からご飯粒が出てますです。
I'd forgotten. All this stuff about cooking for yourself, it applied to me too. Why? What is happening?
ケイチ、お父さんとお母さんね、またお仕事で東京に行ってこなくちゃならないの。
I mean, his mom and dad always goes to Tokyo every time though, and then he gets left alone in the house. And then when they come back, right? Something bad happened.
さあ。はあ。眠。
お父さんの先生にあたる人がね、イベントの直前で倒れちゃったの。
Oh, I think this happened already, right? Or it was the same thing that happened last chapter, right? Yeah, I think so.
とても大切なイベントなんでね、どうしても穴が開けられないのよ。
Or maybe I'm thinking wrong, but whatever. Well, Dad does what he has to do for his job.
それでお父さんとお母さん、そのイベントのお手伝いのために大至急東京に行かなくちゃならなくなったの。
No, I think back then he went just to Tokyo because of his job, right? Yeah, not what do you call this? Mentor. Yeah, maybe not mentor.
場合によっては何日か泊まり込みになっちゃうかも。
And that sounds annoying. Yawn.
その間、お母さんたちいないからご飯とかみんなケイチが自炊しなくちゃならないんだけど、ケイチは大丈夫？
大丈夫大丈夫。人間追い詰められたら何でもできるんだから。
Okay, so maybe I guess he got to cook later.
そうなら安心ね。ご飯くらいは炊けるでしょ。
Yeah, you can cook rice. I mean, rice is easy to make.
お味噌汁も作れるわよね。あとは適当にお惣菜を買ってくればご飯らしくなるから。
A meal? Yeah, I can cook rice with my camping kit. Never used a rice cooker before. I've only made instant miso soup that you make in a pot of boiling water too. Well, I'll think of something.
自炊できるなら置いていくお金は少しでいいわよね。外食は高いからしちゃダメよ。圭一もそろそろ自炊と経済観念を学んでもいい頃だからね。
Yep. I'll get by.
なんとかなるか。
What was I thinking? I was half asleep and I made such a crazy empty promises. Just like manga characters always do at times like this, I bent over backwards and scratched furiously at my head. Scratch.
ふーん。圭一くんのご両親って大変なんだね。圭一くん、しっかりお留守番をしてなきゃね。
そんなことより飯だ飯。親がいないんだぞ。全部自分で作らなきゃならないんだぞ。これは超緊急事態だ。
それなら覚悟を決めて自炊なさればいいではありませんの。圭一さん、以前のカレーパーティーで見事なカレーを作ってみせたではありません？
Oh, curry party. So this the curry party also happened in this what do you call this? This timeline, I suppose, right?
あのな、俺に作れるのはデイキャンプでおふくろに教えてもらったカレーがせいぜいなんだよ。
Okay, we camped, so it's different. Okay, I suppose it's different.
3食カレーなんか食えるかよ。カレーなんて所詮はジャンクフード。栄養バランスなんてかけらもない実にいい加減な。
Wait, what? Oh, I mean, wait, is curry junk food? Oh yeah, because the curry tyrant is here, the teacher. Mia and Satoko put their hands over my mouth. Oh hell no. The tyrant is here. A moment later, the door rattled open, and Chie-sensei, a known curry maniac, suddenly poked her head in.
今、誰かカレーの悪口を言っていませんでしたか？
You're dead.
言ってません。
Everyone's faces went totally white and they all shook their heads in denial. She's much worse than Oyashiro-sama. Her eyes rolled over the classroom. Her glare wasn't just a teacher's ordinary stare.
そうですか。空耳でしたか。
Chie-sensei gave one more look around the classroom, then closed the door and went back to the teacher's lounge. I may have been shouting, but for her to hear it from all the way across the hall in the teacher's lounge, this teacher is terrifying.
ケイちゃん、他の食べ物はいくらこき下ろしてもいいけど、カレーだけはやめた方がいいよ。Hinamizawaに住んでいるうちは。
すまん。反省します。
That's what I said. But still, I can't have curry for every meal. And a cup of ramen is good because you can only eat it once in a while. If you eat it for every meal, you get bored of it pretty quickly. Rice and miso soup and a good side dish. Yeah, that's what a Japanese table should look like.
圭一くんも頑張って自炊してみればいいのに。自分で作ったご飯ってとっても美味しいんだよ。おじさんは美味しいってよりめんどくさいけどな。でもたまにはそういう経験もいいかもね。そうそう、人生何事も経験でございましたよ。お指を切ったりやけどをしたりでかわいそうなのです。
With everyone encouraging me like this, I started to feel like maybe I could do it if I tried to. Though approximately one person didn't sound like she was encouraging me. Cooking is a skill I'll have to learn at some point since I want to live on my own one day. Maybe learning now wouldn't be so bad. I'm pretty uneasy about it, but
そうだな。この辺で多少の料理くらい得得しておかないと、今度部活で料理勝負になった時が辛い。
そうですわね。いつぞやのカレー勝負のような奇策は何度も通用しませんでございますしね。
as if scorning me, Satoko ridicules my comeback from a hopeless situation in a certain do-or-die curry showdown.
何を余裕ぶってやがる。あの時だってサトコはリカちゃんに任せっきりだったじゃないか。
Also, it did really happen though. The curry contest.
あの時サトコがした料理は何だ。
Yeah, because Sadako really didn't do anything back then, right? It was mostly Rika.
レナのカレーに塩を一袋入れて、
Yeah, yeah.
ミオンのご飯に塩を一袋入れて、俺の鍋をひっくり返しやがって。
Yes, this happened, yeah. He put, Keiichi made a onigiri, right? From Mion's rice back then. I remember that. I relapsed into the ground over the last curry showdown. For now, I calmed my unquellable anger by pinching Satoko's ears.
いたたたたたた。あれは部活だからの攻撃なんでございましてよ。私だってこう見えてもちょっとはお料理とかできましたよ。
ほう。あのカレー勝負の時、リカちゃんに任せっきりで人参の皮一つ剥かなかったお前がか。肩腹痛いわ。
人間は日々進歩してますのよ。私がいつまでもお料理が下手っぴだと思ってると大間違いなんでしてよ。ねえリカ。僕が見てないとお鍋とか火元とか不安なのです。たまにガスの元栓も閉め忘れてるのです。
Everyone burst into laughter.
火元は料理以前の問題だ。
Yes.
いくら俺でもそれだけはない。
カップラーメンばかり食べてる人に言われたくありませんわ。でもさとこちゃんもそこそこにはお料理とかできるんだよ。
いいぞレナ。こんなやつのためにわざわざフォローなんかしてやることはないんだぞ。
いや別にフォローってわけじゃないよ。リカちゃんがずば抜けて料理がうまいから目立たないだけでさ。さとこちゃんだってまあ基本くらいはマスターしてるよね。少なくともご飯と味噌汁くらいは作れますわ。
Being cooked rice and miso soup.
カリフラワーとブロッコリーの見分けはつかないけどね。
Cauliflower and broccoli? I mean it's the same shape, right? Just different colors.
どっちも茹でれば食べられるのも同じですわ。
Satoko erupted into anger, making two fists and swinging them above her head. Everyone laughed a lot after that. Keiichi's laugh is more on... He's not really laughing, it's more on... He's trying to... What do you call this? Incite something? To Satoko? Yeah. He's trying to annoy her, I mean, yeah. He's trying to annoy her.
他の人にならともかくケイイチさんに笑われるのだけは我慢がなりませんですわ。
This dude.
確かに俺は他のみんなよりも料理技術は劣るかもしれない。だけどな、少なくともサトコにだけは負けない自信はあるぞ。少なくともサトコにだけは。
なんですって。急にこと書いて自信があるとは肩払いたくて笑っちゃいますわ。こう見えても私リカと交代でご飯をちゃんと作ってますのよ。ちゃんと自炊ぐらいできるんでございますからね。
そうかそうか、自炊ができて偉いな。後でご褒美に飴玉買ってやるからな。
Some candy. I patted Sadako on the head while I made fun of her. Sadako seemed to know I was making fun of her too, since her face went bright red very quickly and steam started to pour out like she was a kettle.
全然信じてません 方が全然お料理が上手なんでございますのよ。
ほう。じゃあカリフラワーとブロッコリーの違いを言えたら俺も信じてやるぞ。俺言ってみろ。
緑の方がブロッコリー
Oh, she got it. Yeah, the green is broccoli.
じゃなくて黄色い方、カリフラワーが青、赤、
Blue?
緑。
I mean blue. Red.
俺俺ブロッコリーは何色だ？青赤緑ってテレビのブラウン管じゃあるまいし。俺俺言ってみろ言ってみろ。別にブロッコリーが何色かわかんなくてもさとこちゃんはお料理ができるんでちゅよね。
Broccoli.
えらいえらいでちゅよ。
ケイチさんのバカ。
Oh, it was nothing to cry hysterically about. She's so goddamn cute. I stroked her head as hard as I could. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle.
ほう、ケイちゃんもそこまで言うからにはさとこよりはまともなものを作ってみせられるんだろうね。
Remarked Mion, giving me just a slightly mean smile. Actually, well, I had no confidence at all in my cooking. But the situation carried me along and I decided to deliver an impressive declaration.
まあ見ていろ。今夜俺はバッチリガッチリ見事な晩飯を作ってみせる。
But honestly, Keiichi should just invite them, right?
少し余計に作って明日の弁当にしてくるからそれを見て腰を抜かすがいい。
But then again, yeah, he doesn't have money that much, right?
それは楽しみなのです。明日のお弁当が待ち遠しいのですよ。
Rika-chan patted me on the head. Her words of can't wait sounded so transparent.
レナも楽しみにしてるね。どんなのを作ってきてもレナは笑わないからね。となると明日の弁当は私も本気で作らなきゃならないようだね。じゃあこうしようか。明日のお弁当で勝負ってのはどう？もちろん部活扱いだからね。
Bento showdown.
罰ゲームもついちゃうよ。あら、それは妙案でございますわね。どうですケイチさん、引くなら今のうちでしてよ。
Sadako wiped her tears and snarled at me as if this was her chance to turn things around. Maybe this is bad. I mean, what can you cook? I feel like maybe the conversation is getting pretty out of hand. Oh, if I apologize, now's my chance. But what came out of my Keiichi Maibara's mouth was a statement so reckless, it even frightened me.
ああ上等だぜ。明日の弁当を見て腰を抜かすだよ。
Everyone raised their voices in surprise at my bold, confident reply. Now I've done it. What have I done? I'm so irresponsible.
さてミオンさん、ビリになったらどんな素敵な罰ゲームになってしまうんですの？
Sadako grinned fearlessly. As if to say that it was already decided I'd be playing said fantastic punishment game.
そうだね。じゃあこんなのはどうかな。明日のお弁当勝負に負けた人は明日のお昼休み職員室で食事中の千恵先生の前で
And say something that curry is bad.
カレーの悪口を言うってのは。みーちゃん、それは。
Yeah, you're gonna die if you do that.
なんて恐ろしい。
Everyone went pale and gasped at how truly terrifying the punishment game was. Chi-sensei is such a maniac about curry that she'd risk her life for it. And to go up to her and start saying bad things about curry, what kind of fate would await us? Just trying to imagine it was scary. And as everyone looked blankly amazed at a terrifying punishment game, Rika-chan spoke.
明日のお弁当は腕によりをかけますです。
Rena and Mion and Satoko, everyone nodded deeply in agreement.
もっとも圭一さんには明日のお弁当以前に今夜のお夕食の方が問題でしょうけどね。
俺が今夜どんな素晴らしいディナーになるか見ることができなくて残念だな。明日の弁当でその片鱗をほんの少しだけ見せてやるから楽しみにしていろよ。
あれだけの大見えを切ったんですのよ。これでとんでもないのを作っちゃったらどうなるか分かってるんでございましょうね。
さとここそ明日千恵先生にどんな恐ろしい目に遭わされるか今から楽しみで仕方ないだろう。
楽しみでしたよ。明日圭一さんはきっと土下座してそれだけはどうかご勘弁をって泣きながら言うんでしたよ。はあ、目に浮かぶようですわ。
何を
Both of us, on the verge of tears, pull on each other's cheek. Stretch. But honestly, Keiichi and Satoko are like just like siblings.
自らを窮地に追い込むことで視力を振り絞ろうとは。ケイちゃん、男だね。
こんなの男なんて言いませんのよ。ただの無鉄砲って言いますのよ。自分もお料理なんかろくろくできないくせに。レナは信じてるからね。素敵なお弁当楽しみにしてるよ。僕も明日の圭一がとても楽しみなのですよ。
Their expectant gazes were painful. I was just trying to tease Satoko a little. How did they come to this?
おう楽しみにしててくれよ。
I like Keiichi's laugh, man. It's so annoying when he laughs like that. How am I able to say such reckless things? I'm being so unreasonable. What the heck is going to happen to my dinner? And the bento showdown tomorrow? No more. Importantly, if they make me say bad things about curry to Chie-sensei's face, what'll happen to me? The extreme contrast between my outward bravado and my internal screaming continued as the hot, humid June afternoon dragged on. But yeah, what are you gonna cook? That entire day, up until school was over, the whole time, my meal tonight and my bento tomorrow were the only things on my mind. And now that I thought about it, it made Mom seem amazing for planning 3 meals every day of the year. I've complained before about having the same meal in a row once in a while, but now I know how rude that was. More importantly, what am I gonna do about the punishment game tomorrow? And besides that, what am I gonna eat tonight? Boo-hoo.
圭一くん、圭一くん。
ああごめん。ちょっと考え事を。
今夜の献立のこと？それとも明日のお弁当勝負のことかな？
I mean, pretty much the same though. She hit the mark and I couldn't find anything to say. And my facial expression made obvious the fact that she hit the mark.
明日の勝負はきっと圭一くんが頑張ってお弁当を作ってこれたらそれで大丈夫だと思うよ。頑張って作った手作りのお弁当に優劣なんかないもの。
明日の勝負以前に今夜の晩飯だよ。食中毒でばったり行くかもしれない。
I couldn't make any more bluffs. I exaggeratedly dropped my shoulders and heaved a sigh from the bottom of my gut. Rena laughed in a shrill way when she saw me do that.
やっぱり圭一くん、お料理全然自信なんかなかったんだね。
So I've been found out.
もしも圭一くんがどんなに頑張っても無理そうだったら、レナに電話してもいいからね。
The thing about Rena is she's really the best. Yeah, the best friend. I mean, last game, right? She was really the best last game. Like she was really, or in chapter 2, I mean, she was really dependable, right? If we have this normal Rena every time, not the crazy one, I suppose, right? And don't tell lies to her, right? She's okay, she's good, she's very great.
本当か？
圭一くんがちゃんと頑張ったらだよ。何も苦労しないで人に頼ろうとしちゃダメなんだから。
Rena seems naive, but sometimes she was instructive. She didn't just spoil people unconditionally. Rena always seemed like an adult at this moment.
どうしてもダメだったら電話するよ。その確率は極めて高いが。
ファイト、オーだよ。さとこちゃんにあれだけ大見栄を切ったんだから頑張らなきゃ。
なあ、さとこってどの程度の料理ができるんだ？
少なくとも圭一くんよりはできるよ。
That was so direct. It hit me pretty hard.
さとこちゃんをあれだけいじめたんだから、圭一くんはちょっぴり苦労をしてもいいかもね。
レナって結構意地悪なのな。
レナは可愛いだけじゃないんだよ。だよ。
Now that I provoked Satoko that much, I couldn't just make some crummy bento. I can't believe how loose-lipped I am.
じゃあね、頑張ってね。お料理、圭一くんがやればできるってこと、みんなに見せてあげようね。
おう。
I waved my hand absently in response, leaving me with words of encouragement and a few pieces of super beginner advice. Rena disappeared past the trees. Damn, what would Keiichi do, right? Maybe he could just buy some food and put it and make it as a bento. But yeah, most likely he will lose for sure, right? He will lose. It's nighttime already. Okay, but yeah, we will take a break here. Sorry for the short episode, but yeah, we'll take a break. So this again, I mean, we started as usual, I suppose, right? Same as the first chapters, so first and second chapters, slice of life, but yeah, I think it did say shortest scenario, right? Earlier when we started the game, it said shortest scenario, so maybe the slice of life part is gonna be a little shorter this time around, and yeah, the things that happened in chapter 2 already happened in this one, right? Like the curry party or whatever you call it already happened, and in that one we did it, right? So for this one, it already happened. So maybe it's much more shorter until we reach the turning point yet again. But honestly, yes, I cannot wait to see what happens in this chapter, and we're already seeing a lot of scenes with Satoko here. Keiichi does that in the other chapters, but yeah, I think Satoko looks at Keiichi as, how do I put this, like a big brother, I suppose, because she has a big brother, right, Satoshi, and he's gone. So that's why he teases Keiichi a lot, because yeah, she most likely misses her brother, and who's the, I guess maybe same age as Keiichi, right? And who's the one in their friend group like that? Only Keiichi, so That's why they're like that. Yeah, whenever they're bickering, right? It's like, yeah, brother and sister, siblings, I mean. And it's nice to see. But yes, I can't imagine what's gonna happen in this one, in this chapter. I mean, we're just in the first part, but it said that it's gonna be very difficult, right? So, in the second chapter, they introduced demons, right? But I think it was only Shion. For me, it was only Shion, though. For this one, you will have to see. But I'm expecting maybe a lot of deaths again. Because yeah, when we started, right, there were already deaths. There was a body already that they found, right? So there's going to be a lot of deaths again in this chapter for sure. Maybe much more than the one in the second chapter, right? But yeah, I think much more. But yes, we will end our episode there today. And we will continue and do more of Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 3, Tatarigoroshi in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye-bye.